sent me this clip of Theo Vaughn interviewing Mike Rowe, and the two of them were talking back and forth about how it is that younger generation doesn't want to do any of these jobs like welding or working in factories, etc. So the idea was that, well, okay, if we bring back all these factories, who the hell's going to work in them? This is that typical Bill Maher nonsense too. This is your very typical boomerism metastasizing, as far as I'm concerned. I'm sorry to pick on you guys, on you boomers, but dude, if the shoe fits, man, come on. I have scientifically, repeatedly, over and over and over, completely and thoroughly, totally debunked this idea that young people in America don't want to, that young men in particular, don't want to do these jobs. I have debunked it repeatedly. It is a money issue. Men don't work for money. They work for that which the money will buy. If it doesn't buy any kind of appreciable lifestyle, if they can't then own 1 square foot of the country that they're told is theirs, then why would they want to go out of their way to work at any of your companies? I hope somebody out there knows Mike Rowe. Send him this video. I'd be more than happy to talk to him about this and lay it out and lay out the science behind it. It's really simple. Apply the formula. This formula, that financial physics formula. If in your zip code, let's say whatever zip code you're in, your company's in, and you need to hire people there, whatever zip code you're in and the surrounding area, go find the median house price of that zip code and the surrounding area. Cut it in half. That's the number it's going to take. So if the median house price in the area that you're located is $800,000, cut it in half, and that's what it's going to take annually to get somebody to take that job seriously. Oh, you're ridiculous. No, I'm not. I'm not ridiculous. Men don't work for money. They work for that which the money will buy. Period. If they can't participate in the economy, usually it should only be 1/3. No. That was 1/3 prior to 1986. 1/3 was prior to 1986, before TEFRA, before Ronald Reagan believed Tip O'Neill's bullshit and agreed to this ridiculous tax hike back in 86. I mean, Reagan was the original guy for all that stuff. Clinton came along later on and did an even bigger tax increase. Yeah, 1/3 was back then. Now it has to be a half because it's a gross level. So yeah, $400,000 a year gross is what it's going to take. And if you pay that much money, I have every confidence you will experience a labor surplus. A labor surplus. Something that has, that like for whatever reason you guys can't understand. Let me talk to those people out there that talk all about free markets for a second here. You guys are full of shit. You guys are full of fucking shit. Because in a free market, what happens when there is more demand than there is supply? What happens? Prices go up. Yet labor rates are not going up. Labor is a market like anything else. 2 things you compete for in business, and this is the only place that you're going to hear this, because I don't think there's anybody in fucking any of these douchebag schools like Harvard or none of these places are going to teach this shit. To my knowledge, I'm the only one who talks about this stuff. There are 2 things you compete for in business. Number 1 is the obvious one, the customers. That's the one that everybody knows. That's the simple one that everybody thinks about and they talk about in these lectures and bullshit, theoreticians that teach these fucking classes, rather than actually come to real businessmen and talk to them who do this shit every fucking day for a goddamn living. The second thing you compete for is labor. If you can't get enough labor, it's because you're not offering enough to get them to do the job. You are not entitled to cheap labor. You are not entitled to flood the country with a bunch of fucking H-1Bs and a bunch of goddamn illegals. You aren't entitled to do that shit. I know that that's all the rage right now, and the orange douchebag is not going to get rid of those fucking people. He's not. Fuck you, dude. Fuck all you conservatives out there. Dude, he's not going to get rid of these fucking people. He can't have that. His banker masters cannot have him. They cannot have the American people making too much money and paying off debt. That's what it really comes down to. They can't have Americans paying off too much fucking debt. If they start paying off too much debt, the dollar goes away. The dollar's a debt-based currency. That means if everybody pays off all their debt, what's left? A bunch of worthless fucking paper that bankers are sitting on. Yeah, so, dude, you guys are going to have to figure this shit out. And you know I'm right on this. There's no way around this. Dude, I'll put you in checkmate all fucking day. All fucking day with this. If you want to talk free markets, let's talk free markets. But, dude, if you're just going to flood the country with a bunch of cheap labor so that way you can keep your profits going, despite the cost of what it's doing to the country and your kids, for that matter. It's why I hit the boomers as hard as I do. Because where's the outrage? Where's the outrage for that? Where are all the boomers saying, God damn it, that's it. We're not voting for any more of you fucking people until you get these people out of here. I got to tell you, I mean, like, for real, you are still a very large block of voters, and none of you are really bitching too loud about this. So where's the bitching? So, yeah, anyway, I call it like I see it. And, that orange shit fuck is not going to get rid of these people. Clearly. Look at the trucking industry. The trucking industry is fucking full of it now. And it's so much so that it's becoming a problem every day now. We're seeing something. So, anyway, yeah, it's just take all that information, do whatever you want with it. But,